enjoy your TV while it lasts, because there might be something ready to pounce. The Steel Wool era has always had a strange relationship with teasers. It seems since Security Breach, we haven't gotten any major teasers that weren't cinematics or trailers. But the lead up to Security Breach was something amazing. The teasers we got for this game were incredible, especially the FREDD'N Friends on Tour ones. If you weren't there for the build-up for Security Breach, or simply forgot, before the game's release, we were given 4 episodes of an in-universe show called FREDD'N Friends on Tour. These episodes also served as teasers for Security Breach. Every episode gave us a strange new image that related to the game somehow. The first giving us the Nightmare staff bots and ending with a tease for Tangle. The second giving us an image of ruined Monty and an ending tease of Sun and Moon, and so on and so forth. Every episode getting more degraded until we reached episode 4. Episode 4 is the most degraded of them all, and glitching nearly every 5 seconds with purple and yellow. But here's the weirdest part. When you put the glitches together, you get an image of Glitchtrap. Well, the community figured this out nearly right away, and kinda left this Easter egg as that. Not much. Just teasing that Glitchtrap is back. But I believe this teaser was telling us something more, or at least something that has been completely recontextualized by a story from Tales from the Pizzaplex. A couple days ago, I was reading through Haps, the second installment in the Tales from the Pizzaplex series, and while Haps and Help Wanted were very interesting stories, it was pretty clear what they were trying to say. Help Wanted tells us how Fazbear Entertainment commissioned the games that they then made light of in their VR game, Help Wanted. More context to Tape Girl's comment about it. Hap showed us Fazbear Entertainment's horrible safety precautions and why you shouldn't trust ball pits in this universe. But this last story was interesting, especially in the strange reference it made. B7. If you don't know what B7 is about, then let me tell you. After watching a TV show, 5-year-old Billy believes himself to be an animatronic. He really latches on this idea, literally thinking he was an animatronic. This led his friends and even his father to leave him, leaving his mom to take care of him on her own. Come his 18th birthday, his mother dies, leaving an 18-year-old Billy all her money and the house. With this money, he uses cosmetic surgery and prosthetics to literally turn himself into an animatronic, giving himself prosthetic legs and arms and dyeing his eye whites black. Don't really understand why dyeing his eyes was a part of it, considering most animatronics in the Fnaf universe have white eyes unless they're possessed, but whatever. Billy clearly isn't in the right mind anyway. Long story short, he realizes he's not an animatronic, but it's too late, so he goes to a junkyard and dies by a trash compactor. The end. That's it. Billy's dead. Except he wasn't. Bizarrely, in the last Tales from the Pizzaplex story, we are given a sequel to B7, even being the title story. This story is basically giving Billy a happy ending, with him being completely restored to human. But B7 in this story becomes a separate entity. How? Why? How are Billy and B7 separate consciousnesses? Well, I left out a detail that completely changes what we know about FREDD'N Friends on Tour. The show that inspired Billy to become an animatronic was FREDD'N Friends. Well, I believe that B7 and Billy are separate for a reason, and that this show didn't just inspire Billy, but instead took over his mind. Let me explain. From Tales from the Pizzaplex, we know that Fazbear Entertainment has access to the Mimic 1 AI. Actually, a little too much access, considering the Mimic 1 AI is basically in control of everything in the Pizzaplex. A terrible thing when you consider that it's basically evil. From various pieces of evidence, it's safe to assume Glitchtrap is a version of this Mimic 1 AI. We also know Glitchtrap has a knack for stealing people's minds and ruining their lives, disposing of them willy-nilly. But we know that Glitchtrap and by extension the Mimic 1 AI are in the FREDD'N Friends show, or have access to infect shows like it. I believe that Billy was watching an infected episode of FREDD'N Friends, and that a version of the Mimic 1 AI took over his mind and made him think he was an animatronic. This thought poses a scary scenario for Fnaf lore, that Glitchtrap is hiding in any TV capable of affecting more people without the use of VR. Much like the Mimic in Secret of the Mimic 1 AI is hiding in anything, and you don't know what. Glitchtrap could even be in your TV. Here's my socials, here's a Faz token, and I'll catch you at 6 a.m.